Hello and welcome to Revsportz. Of course, it's a good morning to wake up to because finally India has qualified for the semi-finals and on the expected lines against New Zealand. I think among the SENA countries we had actually calculated, and Snehasis and I were continuously saying that if you have to defeat the two teams that you should look at would be South Africa and New Zealand. Well, South Africa did not happen, New Zealand did, thankfully. So let's talk about the fact that from now on you can kind of, yes, once you finish the India-Bangladesh game, you can kind of forget the campaign that was there, the campaign that you had 3 losses, and you can dream again because semis and then finals.
Yes, just 2 days left. Then that you go out there, play that semi-final on that particular day, do your basics right, and hopefully you qualify for the final, and then only on that particular day. But still, I will say that that is very far away. I think we have to keep an eye on the Bangladesh game also. You don't want to lose the momentum, right? I am not saying that you are going to lose that match, but it will not be easy. What I am saying, because both me and you have been saying that Bangladesh have played a good quality of cricket, spirited cricket. They have been unfortunate in some moments due to their inexperience, you can say, due to their some sloppy fielding maybe. Otherwise, they could have been in this position with 4 points or 6 points, then things could have been tricky. But as you said, that India did what they were expected of. They should have defeated South Africa and New Zealand, at least among these 4 teams. Unfortunately, Narendra Clark didn't manage to avoid that, but
I think not only Narendra Clark, I thought Chloe Tryon was very
good.
Dora Fulvert made a fighting 70, and most importantly, again, India had lost on the crucial moments. But today, let's talk about the positives. I think biggest positive of the game, I think England, Australia, South Africa. I've written this piece today morning that Smriti Mandhana doesn't deliver, but Smriti Mandhana on the big stage this time has delivered.
Yes, absolutely. I think against South Africa, she got the start, I am saying, but she couldn't convert, obviously. But then, if you see Australia, she scored. Against England, she scored 80, 88, and now with 100. So that's a very good sign that, as the tournament progressing, she is scoring runs. And that is what you need from your best batter of this batting unit, and obviously the top order batter. And not only her, now Pratika also notched up her maiden World Cup century, and I think what a moment for her, right?
Of course, and her father was there. The whole controversy about father being the umpire, this, that. Fathers are just fathers. Umpire, coach does not matter. Yeah, that's way behind. And especially, daughters, fathers, that's a separate bond. I think it was so cute, that banner that he had put up, Pratika Rawal 100, proud father. Oh, it's so cute. And it's very interesting that in the press conference, actually Pratika said that her father has followed her in every international game. Well, for uncle's finance sake, I would hope that Pratika plays less than 200, 300 matches. No, it's a joke. But yeah, I think even Jemimah's family was there, right? Jemi's family was there. See, Pratika and Smriti, of course, were expected to score. What I thought was the bigger positive of yesterday's game was that India has finally let go of their rigidity. And in that situation, I would actually, when the first wicket fell, when Smriti got out, I had tweeted this: I would like to see Richa come out to bat or Harman. Jemmy came in. Jemmy wasn't a bad choice at all. Of course not, because Jemmy can score quickly, can give you that momentum. But what I did not understand was when Pratika got out, why wouldn't you send Richa, and why does Harman need to come? Nothing against Harman, but at that point you needed some nasty blows. Yes, I am repeating again that you have won the game, which is fantastic, but you do have to look ahead. And when I say look ahead, you can't say the Bangladesh game to me. The next game, see, the problem is when we criticized on the basis of South Africa, England and Australia. When you are praising, you can't praise on the basis of just New Zealand and Bangladesh. You have to understand that New Zealand is a team in transition. So New Zealand skill-wise was not at par with India. Even then, the likes of Easy Guess, Brooke Halliday, even Amelia Kerr briefly performed, and Amelia Kerr is fine. You know, if Amelia Kerr, Sophie Devine performs, understandable. But rest of them, again, yeah. So that rigidity, that stubbornness that India has left, at least for this game.
Yes. We don't know what happens next.
Yes. Jemmy at 3. Very good decision, and something we have been talking about.
Yes, I think we have been talking about it for a long time, but finally, you know, as you mentioned, the team, at least for this game, you know, managed to come out of the rigidity, and that is what needed. It was so good to see, because after the Australia game, as we have spoken it for a lot of times, that Amar Majumdar clearly said that we are not, you know, going to tinker about our top 5 batters, but thankfully they tinkered yesterday. But what a knock from Jemimah Rodrigues, and I think Pratika Rawal in the press conference, post-match press conference, also mentioned that she is the hometown girl. She knows the conditions well. So it was fantastic knock from her, and that was the runs that they needed as a team, the finish that they needed, and that is what Amar Majumdar has been saying, right? We have to finish well, and I think India did that job pretty well, at least with the bat, I will say. At least with the bat, I will say yesterday. But for Jemimah, I think more than team, I think for Jemimah, I think it was a much needed knock. I think the confidence that was missing, I think this knock will give her back that confidence.
Absolutely, and that confidence ultimately becomes extremely important, because important match coming up, absolutely important game. One, of course, Bangladesh spinners will be a different, different problem to handle, but we'll talk about Bangladesh spinners later. The other positive I thought was Kranti looked much better.
Yes,
Kranti got in those variations, bowling short, bouncer, and Renuka has proved our point.
Yes, why you need Renuka Singh Thakur?
Absolutely.
Those 2 wickets in quick succession. Those 2 wickets in quick succession was very much needed, especially, you know, and in that moment, those 2 wickets helped India to grip that, you know, to strengthen that grip in the match.
Yeah.
So I think that is what we have been saying, that why you need Renuka Singh Thakur with that new ball, and she is your wicket taking option.
So think of this, India won by 53 runs. Had Renuka not castled someone like a Sophie Devine, it could well have been different, because the conditions in DY Patil is fantastic for batting.
Yeah, absolutely. Sophie Devine, I think, clearly said more than one time in the press conference that this was a fantastic pitch to bat on, and that is why. And
you could see you get absolutely, you know, full value for your shots in this wicket. More than 600 runs aggregate scored. So overall, I think those wickets up front actually breaks the backbone of the team, and Kranti is also back among wickets.
Yes, absolutely. I think that is also what's needed, because I think from that South Africa game, Kranti was struggling a bit. Obviously,
South Africa game second spell,
absolutely. Where Narendra de Klerk, you know, went bang bang. Yeah. So I think from that game some confidence was down for Kranti, and expected, because, you know, she is relatively new to the international cricket, right? And then in a World Cup game, when the opposition, you know, targeting you and they are smashing runs for fun, and kind of, you know, shifting the momentum from your overs only, I think all these factors, you know, go into your minds, and you start to thinking what I am doing wrong. Everything was so fine and perfect till now. But I think for a young kid like her, you know, the way she has made a comeback, and I think here the team management also deserve you know, a credit that they backed her, you know, and obviously I think in both press conferences that Amar Majumdar had, he talked about Kranti, that she has been fantastic, the way she has taken the international cricket.
Especially because look, in the initial matches there was so much pressure on her being the strike bowler, because Amanjot Kaur is your batting all-rounder, somebody who can chip in with 4 or 5 overs, not more than that, and that means that you basically have put in this kid under a lot of pressure, and I think she responded superbly well. I like the speed going, I like the bowling action, it is so comfortable, so nice. Also, you know, the moment you get a wicket as a bowler, your confidence suddenly completely changes, the momentum completely shifts and the ball starts landing where you want it to land. Landing se yada, Snehasis is still not landing the balls.
Yes, I think still we are yet to see the best of Snehasis, I will say.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the rhythm is not quite there, I think, as of now. And it is quite surprising that so many games happened. I think now 6 games gone in the World Cup.
She is so experienced and she's such a good bowler as such. It's very difficult to understand why exactly, and you can't even directly. If this was batting, I would say that the coach needs to speak. But when it comes to bowling, I think Avishkar Salvi is absolutely hands-on. And we have seen him having small conferences with Snehasis, even Radha and Arundhati,
everyone.
People who aren't in the playing 11. Radha, of course, is our sub-fielder. That's a different thing altogether.
Playing every match.
Yes, playing every match. But you had said something interesting yesterday when we were coming back. Guys, you know what? I have realized something at Snehasis and I. Most of the time when we are chatting, once we finish with the shows, the game, while we are coming back also, we are animated about the next game. So Snehasis yesterday said something interesting. You said you would like India to rest Richa for the next game?
Yes, I would like to, because Pratika clearly said that the injury that happened because Richa got hurt, in her fingers while wicket keeping. That is why Uma Chhetri came up and did the rest of the innings. But though Pratika said that the injury is not that much of serious and it's just a on-field injury, she will be fine. But still, when the team has been qualified for the semi-final, why do you need to take a risk? There is always a risk when a player is injured, right? Because just 2 days gap. There is not like that you have a 7-day or 6-day gap, right? So it's better that you give some rest to Richa Ghosh. Uma Chhetri is there. Give that kid a game time. Give her that World Cup debut. Why not? I think
if somebody actually deserves it on the just on the basis of their thorough preparation, routine, and hard work, that's Arundhati Reddy and Uma Chhetri.
Yes.
Let me tell you about a small discussion that we were having in the press box, and this time it was not us alone.
Yes.
There were others also. The very few who host broadcasters, they come for the India practice. Reporters, us go. And I'm saying India practice means not match day -1 press conference day, but the other days as well. So the whole discussion was, will India practice today? And somebody said, the girls will be tired, but I think Arundhati Reddy and Uma Chhetri will turn up. So that shows how much commitment that these two have shown. In fact, when we went the other day, this was match day -1 before the New Zealand game. Uma Chhetri was actually keeping inside the nets when Harmanpreet Kaur was bowling. So I think that you cannot question Arundhati Reddy's dedication. You cannot question Uma Chhetri's work ethic. These two have been outstanding with their work ethics.
Absolutely. And after that, as you mentioned, that Uma Chhetri was in the nets along with when Harmanpreet was batting. Then she came to the field and batted in the nets,
and she was hitting some beautiful
shots. On the up, the way she was hitting those balls to the leg side, and the sound of the bat was superb.
Yeah.
So I think you could go for that change in the Bangladesh game and play Uma Chhetri.
I actually kind of differ from you. I think a team should not tinker at all. Go with your best playing 11. I still think India is not playing with their best.
Stage.
Absolutely, and because you have still not found your best playing 11. In your best playing 11, Amanjot Kaur features in this 15 that you have. In your best 11, Amanjot Kaur features any day, any time in place of Harleen. Now you have seen what Jemimah is capable, if you already didn't know about it, which is funny in itself, but still, you have seen what Jemimah Rodrigues is capable of, that she is more than capable at the number 3 position. Drop Harleen, bring in Amanjot Kaur, get that 6th bowling option, and it does not change a lot with the batting depth as well, because Amanjot can give you batting depth.
Even Harleen cannot give what Amanjot can give at that position at number 6.
Absolutely, and Amanjot is a good fielder as well.
Yes.
In fact, I'll go one step up and say better fielder than Harleen. So automatically, you are adding in a 3-fold. And you can afford to do that because you have a Jemmy whom you can send. In fact, suppose if you guys can of course ask that What if the partnership, the opening partnership isn't big enough? You can send in Deepti as an anchor role.
Yes, absolutely. And if somehow Mandhana gets out, then if you send Deepti, the left and right hand combination is also
Stays,
there.
absolutely.
Yeah. So I think lots of option is there if you want to be flexible enough. And the option is, the opportunity is there. The option is there for the team. It's for the team management, from the captain, that they want to be flexible enough or not. As you mentioned, that it's thank God that they came out of rigidity in the last game. But hopefully this is not only for that game.
Yes.
Yeah, be flexible enough, be this option open for you, that according to the situation we can be flexible and we can send our best batter for that particular situation and score those important runs.
Absolutely. We'll come back with more, of course, because there's so much to discuss. Maybe not before the Bangladesh game. We will come back before the Bangladesh game. What I'm saying is there's not much to discuss before the Bangladesh game, maybe. But definitely, the all-important semi-finals coming up. And whoever wins, we are here till the final. So the coverage in Revsportz will be right up there. A word on the crowd, Snehasis, before closing.
Fantastic. I think in the pre-show only we are talking about how many crowd have turned up already. It was 1 hour before the match only. But then to see the numbers, and finally the numbers were around more than 25,000. And I think it is a record for a group game in a Women's ODI World Cup maybe. So I think excellent numbers, and not only in Mumbai. I think Guwahati.
I was just about to tell you that in one World Cup you have broken the record twice.
Yes, exactly. I think it was against Australia.
It was
England.
Guwahati.
In Guwahati. Oh, okay, in Guwahati.
India Sri Lanka.
Oh yes, India Sri Lanka, the opening game.
Yes.
So yeah, that is what I'm saying, that Guwahati showed the path, and everyone is following to that, and it is so good to see that finally women's cricket is being celebrated.
Absolutely, women's cricket is being celebrated, and so are players who are doing well. We'll keep bringing you more coverage, more insights. Just keep watching Revsportz, like, share and subscribe. For now, take care, have a good lunch.
Thank you.